Hello and welcome back to F1 2021 Driver Career Mode Season 4, and today we're in Spain, coming off the back of a race we'd rather forget in Imola, where our engine just gave up on us. So, we were on for a very good result there, but here's what it is. We did not finish, having won the first race and DNFing in that one. It was quite the turnaround, so we're going to be hoping for a much better result in Spain today. And as we head into qualifying, you'll see it's a little bit wet. This could make things interesting today. Here we are then, out on the track, and when I said it's wet, I wasn't kidding. We just have no traction on these soft tyres, so I think we're going to abort that lap. Into the pit lane we go. We waited a little bit. Lots of people have done soft runs, so we had to try and give it a go, but I think the track's just going to be too wet. Yeah, there's just no grip. So that is a rather anticlimactic qualifying for us.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Yes, I agree. Let's see what happens.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, and Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Sainz, Gasly, and Nicholas Latifi, Russell, Stroll, Esteban Ocon and Ricciardo, Eilert, Joe, Jack Aitken and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin and Power. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So, dead last is where we'll be starting today. Not the best position, of course, but it does mean we can just absolutely send it and hopefully make a bit of a comeback as the lights go out and we're underway for the Spanish Grand Prix. They did not hold us for very long there, did they? On the run down to turn 1, what we're going to do into the first corner, let's find out. Trying to get the Haas's, let's see. Up the inside, not quite enough room there for us to make that stick, but it's early days. 17 lap race today, so a shorter one than normal. It's still long enough for us to make a comeback though. There is the leader, Max Verstappen. Sebastian Vettel just behind, and I believe that's Bottas just behind him. Could be Lando Norris actually. Oh, that was a bit of a moment. We accidentally made an overtake there, as we nearly missed our braking zone. But onwards with the first lap, then trying to find our feet, get ourselves settled, and go for a few overtakes while everybody's bunched up. It looks like we're only going to manage getting ourselves into 18th for the first lap. As we all come round, it's Norris in third. And our teammate Charles Leclerc in 4th position, which is the sort of place we should be. As we come round to complete the first lap, we should be able to get a run up this straight, even without the DRS. We've got such good straight line speed in this car. We should be alright as we go for the move. Aitken goes a little bit defensive and we go around the outside, but we make contact into turn 1. Here's the view from Jack Aitken's car then. So we come across, we didn't leave him a lot of room in fairness. We probably could have gone a bit wider there, but it is what it is. No penalties, no investigation. Oof. Chasing down Zhou Guanyu. Bump over that sausage curb. Oh, a bit slidey. Onto the straight. And just look at this ridiculous straight line speed. We have no DRS just yet. It's just been enabled. But we don't have it yet. And we're just absolutely gaining. Are we going to go up the inside? Yes, we are. Into turn 1. Up into 16th then for us. Chasing down Daniel Ricciardo next in that Alfa Romeo. I reckon we might be on for a points finish here today. Certainly at this rate, it's looking good. What can we do with Danny Rick? Chasing him down with DRS. Not quite ready for an overtake just yet, but we are nice and close. Setting ourselves up quite nicely, hopefully, as we go into the next lap. Given just the sheer straight line speed this car has. Have a little look here maybe? Nah, probably not smart. We decide against it. As we come around the final corner. Onto the long straight. And then even before we've come out the corner, we're on his gearbox. So we pull straight out. And all the way down to the first turn, we're going to be alongside him. And we get the move done before the braking zone. Lovely. A little bit of a change of strategy here, perhaps.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Understood? Copy that.
So instead of coming in on lap 6, we're then going to come in on lap 8 for those medium tyres. The soft's obviously wearing quite nicely for us then. Might as well stay on the faster compound. Up the inside of Islet. Nope, we weren't quite close enough to make that work. Can't blame us for having a go though. Really trying to get past Islet there. We slide through the chicane. DRS on, ERS on. Just look how quickly we gain here. It's unreal. Sailing past up the inside into turn 1. Islet's on the outside though. He wasn't finished, was he? Unfortunately, he doesn't quite have the pace to keep with us. And that's job done as we go super wide through turn 3. Which leaves us then, as we move on to lap 7, chasing down 7th position. Obviously a few people have pitted at this point. We've not done that yet. So our net position is unclear right now. But with the pace we've got, there's a purple sector 1, look. We might be on for a decent finish here as we trying to get find our way around Ocon, who's on a medium tyre. He's obviously going to go a bit longer for the first stint. And then pit to softs later on. Can we do the move on this straight? Probably not. Oh, I say probably not, as we send one up the inside where we've gone super deep there. Super deep. And Ocon just comes straight back through. And we bump gearboxes. However, on the straight,
we're going to box this lap.
Our superior pace plus DRS. We left that very late to pull out. Means we can just go straight around the outside. Max Verstappen then, the race leader technically, has pitted. So he's still got at least a pit stop gap. We have pulled out a bit of a gap, but it's lap 8 now. We're coming into the pit lane. So we're what, about 20-ish seconds behind the leaders, I would say. I'm not sure what the pit loss is around Spain, but something like that. Medium tyres going on then. Oh, we get held! We get held, that's annoying. Zhou Guanyu coming into the pit lane. Here's another look at that. On the right-hand side, we're waiting to be released. And he just trundles into his pit lane. There we go, off we go. Not ideal. Bit of a wiggle on the way out the pit lane. Seems to be a bit of a signature for us as we come out the pit lane on those cold tyres. On to lap 9 then. We're back into 14th, which is our true position. However, there are some medium runners who started the race.
Okay, the
gap hello.
behind is 3.3 seconds.
So medium tyre runners who started the race and obviously still need to pit for the soft tyre. So we might be able to capitalise on this still and get ourselves into the points. We've got a yellow flag there. Who's that?
Flag.
Looks like Zhou Guanyu has stopped. Maybe had a moment there because he's off again. So
Gap to car in front is 1.6 seconds.
I imagine that he spun. On to lap 12 though, and
The
we
gap between you and the car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap.
are getting interrupted by Jeff And we are chasing down Lance Stroll, having a look around the outside. Haven't quite got the grip or the speed to make that one work, but we certainly tried. Latifi and Russell just ahead of us. Onto the straight then. This just seems to be where we're doing all of our overtakes. Can we do another one on Lance Stroll? He's also got DRS on Russell, so it's going to be a bit more difficult. We have a look up the inside. We brake super late, go super deep, and Stroll says, not a chance, mate. I'm coming straight back round the outside, inside. But we're going to go around the outside into turn 3. Go side by side with Lance Stroll then. Brake a little bit later. Can we make this stick? I think we are. I think we're going to come out on top here. Yes. Yes, we are. What a move. It took a bit longer than we would have hoped, but we got it done. Now we can focus. Just 2 places ahead. Points. That's what we're after. So let's focus on that. Here's the onboard then of that move. Straight up the inside. We completely missed the corner. And Stroll just came back round and took it back from us. Here we are on Russell then. Around the outside again maybe. Side by side here. Oh, a bit of contact, but nothing too bad. Just banging tyres as we push our way through into P11. Latifi's up next in that AlphaTauri. Which will be a point, which will be nice, having come from the back of the grid. As we head towards the start-finish straight, we should, if we don't crash, be able to make a move here. DRS on.
To catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. We've got 2 more laps, mate. Up the inside. We do get the car stopped this time. And that was a nice move on Latifi to put us into the points. Looking at the track map, doesn't look... Oh,
they seem to have an issue.
Okay. I was about to say we might not be able to make up any more positions, but there's a Ferrari up ahead who's out of the session. That's another position, and you can see Tsunoda has stopped on the track there at the hairpin.
Got 2 laps of fuel left.
What's gone on here then? As we head into the yellow flag, Tsunoda's facing the wrong way. Whoops! That's not what you want to see. Well, I mean, it's great for us.
Okay, clear.
Another position, a free position for us. That's, what, 4 points. Tsunoda's been disqualified. Let's have a look at what happened there then. What a strange situation. Oh, he just lost it on the entry. I wonder if he locked the back wheels there and it just went round. He's trying to turn it around. I don't know why he's doing it like that though. Just flick it around the other, like to the left. He's trying to reverse the car really slowly. And then every time he's almost sorted, he more traffic comes through. What a weird situation. So Tsunoda's been disqualified, and Antonio Giovinazzi, we're just having a look at that now. Engine failure, completely holds up his teammate and then pulls over to the side of the track. What a weird end to this race. Very, very odd as we're on the last lap then. Max Verstappen wins the Spanish Grand Prix. That, I believe, will put him... I think he's in the lead of the championship at the moment. We'll obviously extend that lead. And we're going to come home for 8th and pick up a few points. 4 points to be exact. Could have been worse. Especially given that we started from the back of the grid after that abysmal qualifying session. Coming around the final few corners. And yeah, that's going to be it for the Spanish Grand Prix. It was an interesting one, especially at the end there with Tsunoda and Giovinazzi having their issues on the same lap. Certainly made my life better. And we get driver of the day. Yeah, we take that. That was not a bad race. Not a bad race.
A real team effort which has paid off in spades. A great victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Yeah, good job Red Bull, bringing home a 1-2, as seems to be a bit of a norm. And Mercedes in third. So unfortunately we didn't make the podium, either with us or Charles. But here's the race result then. Charles did bring it home to fourth. It was pretty boring in the top 5. Nothing really happened. They just sort of followed each other around, I guess. So we made our way up from P20 all the way up to P8. So it was a good effort on our part. Pierre Gasly, P9 up to P6. Sainz up to P7. I would imagine a lot of those are because of the failures and because of Tsunoda's disqualification. But overall then, pretty boring race. But it does put Charles above us in the driver's standings by 3 points. So it's pretty close between us in the battle for fourth. I reckon if we're start to score some real points, we could bop Lando for third. So we're going to work on that. Constructor standings puts us second. Red Bull are just freaking clear at the moment. I think they've probably already won the championship, but we'll see. We don't want to concede too early. Looking like, though, realistically, we're not going to win a championship on this game, which is unfortunate. But hey, what are you going to do? There's always next year, right? I say next year. What I mean is next month, because of course F1 22 comes out at the end of June, early July. So we'll be picking that up and carrying on our driver career mode. I would imagine we'll start a new storyline, but it's going to be much the same as what we're experiencing here, just with the brand new game. So stick around for that. Give us a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you for the next one.